Hello and welcome everyone. I have got some new Red Clover Meadow watercolour paints. These are handmade watercolour paints and this is their landscape set. So I absolutely adore Red Clover Meadow. These are the colours that I already have. So you'll see if I bring those up. That I've got quite a lot. I'll try and link some of my previous Red Clover Meadow videos below in case you haven't seen those. With these 8 half pans, I did also get this little sample, I suppose you'd call it, like dot card, and this is the jade green. So I will bring that up for you. That's just the little sample. But isn't that pretty as well? That's not one that I've got. However, I think as I do quite a lot of landscapes, I will thoroughly enjoy using these. I do want to just see how they work out for me. And this is the little tin that they come in with a lovely little sticker on the top. I've unwrapped them already because I don't think you need to see me doing that. I've swatched them on the little swatch card, which, as you can see, has got Red Clover Meadow at the bottom. So this came with the tin of paints. And as usual, there's the lovely little cloth bag to keep it in. So without further ado, let me find some, here we go, some water. So I will pop that there. Let's get a brush. So I'm going to use a, do I use a bigger one? No, we'll use this size 6 Princeton Snap round brush. Like with most half pans, I would suggest giving them a little bit of a spritz before you use them. And that is what Red Clover Meadow suggest in any case. So we are going to be starting off today. Let's just get my keyboard out of shot. We're going to be starting off today with raw umber, which looks like it's going to be a really lovely colour. So I'm going to do one swatch there, which is kind of what we'd call more mass tone. And then I'm going to do a lighter swatch next to it in case we want to do things tonally wise. Then we're going to do raw sienna. That's the next one in this set. These are so lovely and creamy. I just adore these paints. I really do. I'm almost too precious with them, I think, because I don't want them to run out. I do have spares for some of the ones that I really adore. So here is our raw sienna. So the raw sienna has got more of a yellowy tinge to it. Nice earthy tones. All burnt sienna. We like burnt sienna. Burnt sienna is really a useful colour. So let's get our burnt sienna in here. So as landscape artists, we really do like our natural earthy colours, and you've got 3 beautiful earthy colours there, look. Splendid. Now, pear green is one that I have already got. And I love this colour. So, yeah, I'm happy to have that again in this set. I'm not bothered that I've already got it before in a different set. This is a really beautiful colour. Forest green is our next one. Let's have a little look at forest green. Oh, yes. This is splendid. Look at that. Let's add a bit more water, get it flowing a bit. Wow. And then water it down a bit. Very pretty indeed. I like both those greens. Phthalo blue is not one that I would normally go for. But saying that, maybe because it's been done by RedCloverMeadow, and I would have to say I do trust them, then maybe I will like it a bit more. Actually, it really isn't quite as garish as some phthalo blues. That's not too bad. Okay. And phthalo blue, phthalo green, I mean, they are really good for mixing other colours. I'm going to do some mixing in a moment. The next colour is ultramarine violet. Wow, look at this. That is a stunning colour. And then watered down. That's pretty. That's very pretty. And then I'm not sure if this is a new one. Maybe this is one of their newer colours. Misty Grey. Which is, it's almost black, but it's on the brown side of black. Let's see what that's like when we water that down. Maybe I've watered that down a bit too much. Oh, that's nice. There. Wow. So I'm going to be letting those dry, and I just want to have a bit of a play with let's get a palette actually. Here we go, one palette. I'm going to try mixing the ultramarine violet with the burnt sienna because I fancy seeing what that does. Ooh, here we go. That's a pretty colour, isn't it? So that is, I'm just going to put initials, I think, ultramarine violet plus burnt sienna. There we go. Now, let's try the phthalo blue. Gosh, that is strong. I might have to divide. Sorry, I've gone off the page. There we go. Might have to divide that up into two. So we'll try the phthalo blue with the raw umber. Ooh. Oh, I say. So there we go. That is our phthalo blue and raw umber. Pretty. Let's try the phthalo blue with the raw sienna then and see what we get there. Phthalo blue is going to be a really good mixing colour in these in this set. So very similar but more green. So that one is phthalo blue and raw sienna. What else do we want to try? Should we try the phthalo blue with the pear green? Let's try that. So I'm going to try phthalo blue with something else as well in a moment. Right, so phthalo blue with pear green. Oh, so phthalo blue and pear green. Stunning. Now let's try it with the forest green. So that's looking quite similar to the ones that we've done over here. So that was phthalo blue plus forest green. Okay. Let's see what happens if we take our well, what should we take? Let's take our pear green and try mixing that with some of this misty grey. Ooh. So that's pear green and misty grey. This is looking very interesting as a palette, I think. Let's also take our pear green and mix it with the ultramarine violet. There you are. Pear green and ultramarine violet. I look at all these greens and blues that I'm able to get. Pear green, ultramarine violet. Probably need to wipe that now. Let's get a tissue and try and wipe this so that we've then got some more space. I mean, I won't be doing every single mix possible. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of those grid type swatching things that you can, I don't really know what they're called, swatching grid. Anyway, I'm going to try the did we do burnt sienna with the ultramarine violet? Yes, we did that there. Okay, we won't do that one again then. Just trying to think what else we might need to use. And am I missing any colours really for my landscapes? Well, probably need a darker. Let's take the phthalo blue and add it to the misty grey. Whoa. So there we go. That is phthalo blue and misty grey. So that gives us a much darker colour. If I really want quite a dark brown, normally I would use ultramarine and burnt sienna, but the ultramarine violet and burnt sienna gave me something quite different, and the phthalo blue, oh, have I done phthalo blue and burnt sienna? No, I haven't. Okay, let's try you then. Let's try phthalo blue and burnt sienna. Maybe I need more burnt sienna. Phthalo blue's quite strong. Oh, okay, here we go. I was looking for more of a darker brown. There we go. So now we have got a nice dark brown. So that was phthalo blue and burnt sienna. I just felt like there was a dark brown missing there. Now, I think the only colour that I would say I'm kind of missing, because obviously I can water down my phthalo blue to get different shades. I can do the same with my ultramarine violet. Yeah, I mean, I've got plenty of green shades without even, mixing, say, for instance, forest green with ultramarine violet might be another one. Yeah, yellow. Maybe I'm missing, maybe the only thing I feel like I'm missing in this set is a yellow, which you would get from probably more like a yellow ochre, I would say, with a landscape set. So I've got yellow ochre in my big set of Red Clover Meadow. Didn't water these, pre-spray these, did I? But I think we're getting there. But if, for instance, we add yellow ochre in, to me that then completes the set. So I think for me, this little set is absolutely stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the mixes that you can get. But I think even watered down, these, they haven't got that yellowy tinge that we might need. The sun coming through the trees. I mean, I suppose you might be able to use the raw sienna, but to be honest, I think I would want to add in, not that there's space in this tin, but what I might do is swap out, I might swap out either the raw umber or the raw sienna for a yellow ochre. To me, that would then make the perfect landscape set. I don't know, what do you think? Always happy to hear your comments, but I do think it's a beautiful, if you ignore the yellow ochre, I do think it's a beautiful set. I will dry these, bring these up for one last look. When I can get the mouse working. Okay, and now that these are dry, I'm hoping that you can see the lovely granulation. I'll pull out a little bit. There we go. Now you can look at the ultramarine violet and the burnt sienna. Look what that's done. Isn't it stunning? And the phthalo blue and the raw umber, pretty. Same thing, you've got a bit of two-tone going on with the phthalo blue and the raw sienna. But I mean, these are beautiful, beautiful colours. Ignore the yellow ochre. It is a red clover meadow, but it doesn't come in this set of 8. But I think it's a really lovely, lovely set. Yeah, very happy with that. You can see the granulation in the ultramarine violet as well there. And even the phthalo blue doesn't look too, dare I say, garish. Usually I'm really not a fan of phthalo blue. I know lots of people have it on their palette purely for mixing. But actually watered down, this is not a bad colour at all on its own. So there we go. That is the set of 8 landscape set from Red Clover Meadow. I hope that was useful for some of you that might want to, you know, dip your toe in the water for some beautifully handmade watercolor paints. And yeah, I just adore them. I love they have the very, very sort of faint clover smell to them that handmade paints have, but which I totally adore. And yeah, I do have Deep Deep Light, but another well-known handmade watercolor company, but I don't know, I just find that I adore these Red Clover Meadow paints just a tad more for some reason. Yeah, they definitely do it for me. So there we go. Have a lovely morning, afternoon or evening wherever you are, and stay safe, stay healthy, stay calm, and please do hit that subscribe button if you can. It's completely free for you, and you will only get the odd notification unless you hit the notification bell and decide that you would like to be notified of all of my videos. And if you give the video a thumbs up, then it really does help YouTube to throw it out to more people. And yeah, I do spend quite a bit of my time making videos in the week, and yeah, it really does help me to do that if you subscribe, hit the notice bell, and put a thumbs up if you liked it. All right, everyone, hopefully I will see you next time. Take care. Bye bye for now.